Good morning, Rebels, and welcome back to my life. One thing I wanted to do when I resurrected this vlog and started giving you almost daily updates was to talk to you about my writing. And then I started talking about philosophy and life and book reviews, and it's all been great, but I realized that I completely stopped talking about my writing, how I get from an idea to a finished book. So I've decided that I'm going to start reserving my Friday videos for talking about writing. So if you've been watching the vlog, you know that my writing has slowed down a bit recently, and that's because I've been doing more film projects, which is great. But I'm happy to announce that I've gotten back on the bandwagon. I've written every single day for the last 2 weeks, and all of that writing has been rewrites on my novel Rebel Yell, getting it ready to send out to beta readers. In case you haven't seen it before, this is Rebel Yell. It's the first book that I'm putting out in hardcover, and I quite like it. The reason that I've been having to rewrite it and haven't yet sent it out to my beta readers is that I reread the story and decided it was way too simplistic. The book is about a guy named Steve Caverly. He's the lead singer for an indie rock band called Rebel Yell, hence the title. Steve gets offered a record contract by the biggest label in the world, but first he has to ghostwrite an entire album's worth of songs for their biggest act, a hugely popular rock band called Hunger Strike, fronted by the rock goddess Hayley Savage. Steve takes the deal because he's always wanted to sign with a big label and play the sold-out stadiums and all of that good stuff, but at the same time he feels a little bit like he's selling out. The situation is worse because his lead guitarist Tanya has always thought they should go the indie route and self-produce and self-distribute their own stuff, and she's worried what the label's going to do to them. And she's not wrong. Hayley Savage is also a huge problem. Like a lot of big rock stars, she's way into drugs and alcohol, and that combined with her eccentric personality makes her very hard for Steve to work with. So I want this book to deal with the issues of artists versus artistic industries. And I'm an independent artist myself, so obviously I'm kind of leaning in that direction a little bit, but I do want the book to be an accurate portrayal of the whole picture. The reason that I feel like the story is too simplistic right now is that Tanya and the band are clearly good, the label and Hayley Savage are clearly bad, and Steve is stuck somewhere in the middle trying to figure everything out. Simple good versus evil makes for a very compelling story, and we can learn valuable lessons through stories that use that dichotomy. But it's not the way the world really works. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. And in the case of Rebel Yell, I'm not trying to make a point that all artistic industries are evil. They're not. Even when they do perpetuate inequality and systematize exploitation of some artists, it's not because everyone in these industries is oppressive and wants to squash our hopes and dreams. The problem with these industries stems from a long evolution towards more profit and less creativity. And yes, that was instigated by some people who did not have the best interest of art or artists on their minds, but it was perpetuated by people who were just there pulling paychecks. So in that context, it doesn't work to have Lenny Bergner be some snidely Whiplash analog twirling his mustache behind his $1 million desk, or to have Hayley Savage be a blood-sucking vampire who's just trying to leech his creative energy. Because in reality, they're just two people, one of them motivated by profit and the other haunted by a lack of identity. And that's what I've been going through and trying to rewrite more of into their characters. So in the end, Rebel Yell won't be an epic struggle of good versus evil like the Realm Keeper series is, but I hope that it will be true to life and an accurate representation of the struggles and decisions that we all face as independent artists in whatever medium. So when I'm done, Rebel Yell will go out to beta readers and I'll go into final revisions, but if you just don't want to wait anymore, I've finally made the hardcover available for pre-order on Amazon. Click on the book cover if you want to place your pre-order. Remember that it is a pre-order. You won't be getting the book until July or August. I will be autographing every copy that gets pre-ordered. That's my first weekly writing update, Rebels. I hope you enjoyed it. Whether you did and you want to hear more, or you didn't and you want me to vlog about something else, let me know in the comments. And I will see you on Monday. Bye!